Do you agree with the CRA decision to not investigate many possible ineligible pandemic relief claims?
I like it to kind of be case by case depending on how big the claims are and the impact, but I guess they can't go after everybody, I don't think, but I think the bigger ones for sure they should look into.
I mean, some probably they really should be investigating because it was too high of a payout, too much. I don't know. And some, the dollar's probably insignificant that cost them more in postage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's similar belief that, yeah, but they still got to pursue because, I was a small businessman and we didn't qualify. So there was a lot of people that were getting money that shouldn't have, I felt.
Because I think it's true. It cost them more to go and get the money back than they would spend more trying to get the money back than they would actually get back eventually. And the government spews out so much money. What was that program, the pay program where they redid all the paychecks and the Phoenix pay system? That was billions of dollars for nothing. Anyway, I think it's small potatoes, and it would cost them more to get it back than they would get back.
No, I don't. Because a lot of people take advantage of not only that, but all sorts of avenues like welfare, disability insurance. So no, I never agreed on that. I always thought that people, a lot of people, there's double checking, and the government doesn't bother checking or putting anybody on that.
Well, if they've done their homework, and that's what it comes out to, sure. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's no sense spending $10 to get back $5.
I think they should be hunted down and made pay it back. Period. Well, because they run after everybody for a few cents on income tax and look for every little thing they can find and audit you. No, I think they should have to pay it back because there was a lot of good people that really needed it, and I was very glad that it was in, but not for people that didn't need it. No. They should have to pay it back. Case closed, period.
I think so. If the government, the idea was to help people in a really bad time that everyone was going through. So I think it's their fault they gave it to the wrong people. So I can see why you would want it back because maybe it could go to other things, but that's what it was earmarked for, I guess. So I would say that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they say it's going to take more time and effort to get it back than it's worth, then I think that's a reasonable expenditure of effort.
I agree with their decision. They're the ones that have the titles. They're the ones that know the math. They're the ones that know the whole everything, right? I would listen to those guys best, right? You know what I mean? But at the same time, the government did just hand out the money to everybody. Here you go, man, with very blurred criterias to fit it, right? So it's unfair to ask for something back when you already gave it to somebody, right? And say, hey, man, you owe me this for helping you out when I said I was going to help you out for nothing, right?
Probably not, only because I'm going to guess that all the people have spent the money and they probably don't have the money now to actually give it back. So it's kind of I don't know, there used to be a saying that it's just trying to get money from something that I don't remember the saying, but it's if they don't have the money, it's kind of hard to get it back because they didn't have the money probably in the first place.
There comes the other side, what is the CRA's capability? Do they actually even have the resources? I sometimes think they're totally underfunded just alone to go, behind other tax-related issues. And I would be for it that they go, right? COVID-related issues. I think it's a fine line. Yes, it was for everybody a hardship, but I'm sure there are some people maybe who still took advantage of the system. Yeah.
And that they've decided to not pursue those people.
Yeah. No, I would think they should pursue them. They should, at least, make an effort and have a look at these claims,
No, I think they should, because there are a lot of people that have collected and didn't need it. And who is that off of other taxpayers? And you're going to charge more taxes on the people that are honest, and that's not fair.
They need to put in better safety nets at the beginning or checks and balances before they handed out the money. It's hard to, the horse is out of the barn. So that's about it on that one. So no, I'm not disappointed.
Yes, yes. Okay, so at first I did not agree at all. I wanted the revenue agency to really go and get this money that was not attributed correctly. But now I'm toning it down in term personally, so that we think of looking forward and solving other issues in Canada than trying to get that back.